afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. It's Eli, the DFB anchor, and right here I have the DFB director himself, Sai. How you doing today, kid?
Man, I am doing outstanding, man.
Yes,
Outstanding.
yes.
Yeah, man.
Man, all right. So listen, man. Today we're coming to you with a different kind of segment. All right. What does that mean? We're here to talk to you about our philosophy out here at DFB when it comes to nutrition, training, and personal development. So we're gonna take a bite at each and every one of this, so you're able to understand, right? So let's start with the training, right? So at DFB, like, how do we train actually? Like, what is training all about?
So training, for me, as I have learned for it to be over the few years, that I've been really engaged in this line of work, I realized that training happens on multiple levels. So the philosophy that we've adopted here and that we're trying to, preach is training must occur on different levels, right? Not just on the physical level. So we don't just, hey, here's your workout, go in the gym, go attack the weights, toss some weights up and down and come back and then think that that's all there is to developing a physique. There's training must also occur on the mental level. You gotta read.
Yes.
You gotta be not just, things on personal development, but you also have to read and study your craft. So if your craft is, if you choose to be a bodybuilder, you need to study that and you need to understand, okay, what is bodybuilding? What's the history of bodybuilding? Who are the pioneers? Well, what are some of the things that goes on in the community? And so you can understand, you can become more competent of what it is that you set out to do.
Yes.
Even if it's just, you're not a bodybuilder, you're just training, you still need to understand, okay, what is exercise? What do these things do? What are these muscle groups? You need to learn and study about the anatomy. So there's training on that level, the mental level of just studying. And then I believe that there is training that needs to happen on the spiritual level. Like you have to, if you got things going on within you spiritually that's unsettling you, right, and that's taking your energy and your focus away from what it is that you set out to do physically, right? It's going to serve as a distraction, and then at the end of the day, when the results that you think you're going to go get, that you're going after, you're not going to achieve.
Yes.
And it's because there's your spirit's undisturbed, right? It's disturbed. So there's multiple levels that we approach training as opposed to deadly fit bodies.
Yes. I mean, thank you very much for specifying that, multiple levels, right? Because, when it comes to especially bodybuilding,
Yes.
right, people think, oh man, I'm gonna just go, lift some weights and, achieve the results, right? But here at DFB, it's a different philosophy, right?
Yes.
And like you said, from one of the training where you said, we try to expand the mind, right? Like stretch the mind.
Yes.
That way, the body can follow, right?
Yes.
And let's even talk into that. What is the philosophy behind that at DFB? Why do we, that translates even to the personal development, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like, why do we need that in order for me to go lift weights, or why do we teach that at DFB?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, again, from the school of thought that everything in life begins with a thought. Everything begins in the mind. You have to see it first to believe it, right? And then you have to believe it first to be able to do it and to achieve it. So, stretching the mind, and the concept that I kind of, teach to everyone that we work with is that you have to see where you're going. You need to see that end state. You need to see the type of physique that you want, that you're aspiring to develop. Right, because that accomplishes several things, but two things in particular. Number one is that when you're able to see it and you can believe that, okay, this is possible because other people have done it, then you're more apt to develop what we call inspiration, because now every day you get up, you're inspired by your own thoughts and your own belief system to work towards this end state. So that's and to me, and why inspiration is necessary, because I believe it's a more powerful, energetic system that you can operate off of than motivation. And then the second thing that just being able to see that end state is that it now helps the person focus, right? It gives them a clear, concise direction to their life and where they're going for whatever designated period of time that they're going to work towards this thing. So now they can see that they should be able to logically conclude that, okay, eating this pizza and this burger and this chips and drinking this soda is not going to get me there. So they should be able to now, like, okay, those things are not going to get me there. These things are, and then now it clearly gives this line of separation. And and the more they stay on this path, the stronger their focus becomes, and eventually they'll get to their destination.
Wow. I mean, with that, now I'll tell you this: but most of the clients and the people who train, with that, it makes the result, more achievable easily, right? And I mean, we see the result in their lives. I mean, you can check it out yourself on on the YouTube channel and everything. Like just the results coming in. Like in and out, like real quick, right? And now that leads me to the next question.